Hey guys! So today I'm starting a new character design series. So the characters that I'm going to be drawing this time are from this comic that I want to make. Well, I don't know if I'm going to make it into a full comic, but who knows. So today I am drawing the main character. Her name is Dusk Hernandez. So just a quick fact, this is actually the second comic that I wrote, although a lot has changed since I started, for both comics honestly. I'm not going to go into too much detail like the story. Maybe I'll add some stuff if I feel like it's needed, but I'm saving all that for a later video. So let's get on to the character. So I imagine that Dusk is like a really nice person. She would make sure to make everyone happy and will always help people out. Dusk also likes to sing. She even has her own YouTube channel where she posts song covers. Although, she's not the most famous channel ever, she does have, 1,000 or 2,000 subscribers. I kind of thought of giving her, making her fashion style kind of I don't know, what's it called, like Harajuku or Lolita kind of fashion style. I don't know. I just think it would look really cute, and I feel like it would suit her a little bit. I kind of want to do it, but at the same time, I kind of don't, because if I give her a really elaborate outfit, I imagine it's going to be a pain in the ass to have to redraw multiple times in a comic form, or in an animatic form, because I also want to do that with those. Anyways, so yeah, for now, she just kind of got a really somewhat tone. I don't know. I wanted to do something kind of close, but not too out there, you know. Okay, something else about her is that she is bilingual. She can speak English and Spanish pretty fluently, which is partly due with her living in Mexico for the first 6 years of her life. I don't know if she counts as an immigrant, because her parents are U.S. citizens. They just wanted to live near her dad's family for a while when she was born. The reason for this is that the dad wanted to give us a chance to meet his kids, because they don't really visit the States too often. She also has a younger brother named Chris, who makes her watch anime with him, which is probably how she learned about Lolita style. Just so you can know their age difference, Dusk is 15 while Chris is 13. I think I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah, she has superpowers. Yeah, okay. Yes, this is a superhuman comic. I'm kind of reluctant to say superhero comic, because she's not really a hero. Not to say she's a villain or an anti-hero either. She's just someone who has powers. And it's not even that she's the only one who has powers either. Like I said, I don't want to go into too much detail about the world, but I will say that there are several people who do have superhuman abilities, which is due to a mutation in their DNA. Yes, this is based off X-Men. The only thing that makes it worse is that so what Dusk's power is that she basically has Rogue's power, except the only difference is that she doesn't risk killing people if she touches them. Something that kind of makes this kind of really cringy is that when I originally wrote it, the first superhero she met was Spider-Man. No idea why he would be in Texas, for God knows why. And then she was friends with him, and then ends up being friends with a bunch of other Marvel heroes, and was even a SHIELD agent at one point. Jesus Christ, the original story that I had for her is really cringy. I mean, I'm pretty sure, I'm probably going to find this story a little bit... Who knows? Maybe I'll find the story a little bit cringy later on. But, I don't know. Only time will tell. But, yeah. Anyways, her ability is that she can absorb people's powers when she comes into contact with them. And once she gains the ability, she keeps it forever. It's not... it doesn't, go away after some time. She just keeps the ability. This is kind of a good thing and a bad thing, because if she, let's say she bumps into some random person on the street and they have a superpower, she does not know that she does not know that she had gained an ability. The only way she can know is if she one either knows someone knows the person and knows what their powers are. So now she comes into contact with them, and so now she knows what power she's getting. Or if she by accident uses her newly gained abilities in a random time. It's not even just an inconvenience. It can put her and other people around her in danger if she doesn't know what her ability is. This especially happens, I know I said I wasn't going to the story, but I feel like I kind of want to mention this. This happens when she first discovers that she is a mutant. One day she's just like in class, and then she notices her hands are kind of glowing a bit, so she doesn't know what to do. She just runs off into the bathroom to like try and figure out how to make it stop, and she accidentally blows a door off the hinges. This is when she gained her energy beam, and like she saw that, she was like, "Fuck! I don't want to get caught." She ran out of the restroom in hopes that no one would find out. But obviously, someone found out, and the entire school got into I guess like kind of like a lockdown, and they called the unofficial officers who deal with people with superpowers. She got lucky, and they didn't catch her. They didn't know it was her. Unfortunately, another student did get caught for being a mutant. I don't think I'm gonna call him mutants. I want to give him another name, by the way. And then she sees that, and she just feels bad for that. Like she basically made someone get apprehended. I'm not gonna say arrested, especially because no one knows what happens. All they know is that like when someone gets caught, you don't see them either for a long time or if ever. So now, like she sees that she has these abilities, and she knows that like she has to hide them. But it's not only that she has to hide them from other people, she now has to hide them from some of her family members. Because another thing in the story that happens very early on is that her parents go missing. So her and her brother end up moving in with her Thea. With her Thea, her grandma, and her cousin. The only thing is, her Thea is really against, I guess, mutants. I'm just going to say mutants just to have an easy way to say them. The only other person at this point who knows about her powers is her brother Chris, because she accidentally uses her powers, and he sees it, and honestly he's cool with it. He thinks it's awesome that she has superpowers. Okay, so I talked a lot about her backstory, I think. And so I think it's time to kind of talk about her design. You know, the point of the video. Where to start? Okay, how about we start with her most noticeable features? Her eyes. As you can see, Dusk has heterochromia, which results in her right eye being brown and her left eye being blue. Originally, I thought I wanted to give them heterochromia because I thought it would make her look cool. That was the only reason. And then later on, like, that was it. Like, she was just gonna have heterochromia, and that was it. She has 2 different eye colors. But like later on, when I'm kind of like really trying to think of how to make this into an actual story, I thought it would be cool to have the character's eyes glow depending on the ability that they have. So each mutant has a different not every mutant has a different eye color. Each power causes a different glow in their eyes. So I thought that since I was already planning to make her have the I want to call it a siphoning ability. I feel like there's a better word that I could call it, but let's say it. That because of that, her eyes glow multiple colors depending on the abilities. On the ability that she is using. So I figured that also kind of caused her to have heterochromia. And also, like, not only that, it's not only because of that, it's also because each eye glows for a different reason. And this isn't the case for other mutants. Both their eyes glow both eyes glow. But for her, only one eye glows depending on the ability that she is using. If her right eye is glowing, then that means she's using a defensive ability. Like, let's say force fields or telepathy. And the left eye will glow for more offensive, like her energy beams and telekinesis. So yeah, because of her ability is the reason I think why she has two eye colors. But while I think it looks cool, for Dusk, it's a huge insecurity. When she was younger, some people made fun of her and saying that she looked weird. So when she started school, especially when she moved back to the U.S., she would try and hide it at all costs. She would either make sure that her bangs were always in front of her face, or she would be wearing sunglasses. But now she uses contact lenses instead to hide it. Now, like as she got older, she's already using contacts, and she will switch. And sometimes she will switch between using just brown eyes or just using blue eyes. She also has some other colored contacts to kind of go with her outfits if she feels like it, but she mainly uses the browns or the blues instead. And like, you won't find her going out without either sunglasses or contacts on. And also, I think that's also kind of why I want to give her like a little bit more out there fashion style, to kind of in an attempt to kind of get people's attention away from her face and more like on the clothes that she's wearing. Like like those like really up like Harajuku fashion, like where they have like they're wearing like so many colors, so many pastel colors, and like a bunch of accessories everywhere. So that way, like, you pay more attention to that than you would like her face or her eyes. But it's not all like insecurity. I do think that like later on she gets more comfortable with how her eyes look, but for now they're like just something that she's really insecure about. Another thing I want to mention, which is kind of also plays into that factor, is her hair. By the way, if you're wondering, her natural color is brown, but I imagine it'd be kind of like a light, like kind of like a medium to light brown color. But obviously, as you can see, she's dyed it pastel pink. And if you're wondering how she has dyed hair while still going to school, even though, like, dress codes are a thing, well, she dyed her hair over the summer, but when she got back, she got in trouble. They basically said to, like, dye your hair back or you're getting suspended. But luckily, her mom was very persuasive and kind of got the dyed hair rule taken out of the dress code. At least that's kind of like why I want to justify giving her dyed hair in the beginning. But I'm honestly kind of debating on whether to give her the dyed hair early on or give her the pink hair later on in the story. I do still want to give her like dyed hair, but I'm just kind of debating on like which, on like, I feel like I'm gonna stick with like leaving it in the beginning because I think it. I don't know. Just because I like drawing her with the pink hair, But who knows? So okay, I'm sorry. I want to like go back to Dusk Power just really quick. I'll try and make this as quick as possible. So like I said, her ability is to siphon other people's abilities. The thing is, like, she doesn't know that at first. At first, she just thinks like, oh, that like her ability is energy beams because that's the only thing she found out. She doesn't find out that something is weird or something is off until she discovers that she has telekinesis. And even then, she doesn't know what's happening. She's just like, because no one really has more than one superpower. No one really has more than one ability. So, and it's not until she meets another character who will be coming up, but he's like coming up later, who tells her what's going on with like what her actual ability is and like tries to help her out. But no one really knows how many abilities she actually has because no one knows what she has until she uses it. And that can, and like I said, that can be very harm. That can cause people harm, because if she uses it on when she doesn't know she has an ability, it can really, people can end up getting hurt. Okay, I think that's everything that I wanted to mention with Dusk for now. I'm sorry if this video ends up a lot longer than all the other ones are going to be, but it's just because she's the main character, so I feel like I have a lot more things in mind for her than I do the other characters. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for today. Well, anyway, here is Dusk Hernandez. A 15-year-old mutant, I guess. I really want to think of a better word. If you guys can think of a really good one, let me know down below for a better word than mutants, because I don't really want to use mutants. Well, I hope you enjoyed, even though I was kind of rambling a lot in places. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!